Yeah. Cavalier mentality, I charge through every bracket. King on the court, LeBron legacy in my fabric. Brown when I'm grinding, dog pound in the trenches. Guardian at the gate, protecting all my riches. Cavs in my veins, championship parade route. Browns in the mud, fourth quarter, never doubt. Guardians of tradition, progressive feel my temple. Training like I'm drafted, work ethic monumental. In the zone, can't stop my ascension in the zone. Discipline my weapon in the zone. Greatness by intention in the zone. This my resurrection in the soul.
Northeast Ohio's #1 choice for news.
Happy Monday, bad Monday, whatever Monday you kind of having. It's that happy that whatever. Welcome to this episode of Season 2, Episode 30 of EnDaZone Sports. I'm your host, the man with the plan with the cleanest waves in all the land, Spivey. Y'all see how I got with me. Kel the Truth, daughter Don in the building. What's going on?
What's poppin'?
Not much.
Hey, man.
Not much.
How was your birthday, cuzzo? You have a good time?
Man, listen. I had a damn good time for real. I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, everybody that came out, that kick it, that chilled.
That was a nice kicking, man.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody that was, heavily involved in there, you know what I'm saying, having fun with your boy for his B-Day. But unfortunately, the good B-Day weekend turns to a bad news Monday. Last week, our Cavs got swept out the playoffs by the New York Knicks. That kind of tore the city up. You know what I'm saying? Had the city mad because of the way we lost. And a goddamn week later, we got breaking news today. The Cleveland Browns, our beloved Browns, have struck again. They have traded Myles Garrett to the Los Angeles Rams for Javon Verse, 2027 first round pick, 28 second round pick, 29 third round pick. Myles Garrett, the two-time defensive player of the year, the NFL all-time season sack leader, is gone. He's not with the Rams. Before I get my thoughts on it, man, let me hear what y'all think. Y'all can leave a comment, chime in this conversation, man. Let us know how y'all feeling, especially Browns fans. But for you, the panel, my brothers, Dar, you said, I made a comment before we came on. You said, no, they didn't. I said, I feel like the Browns, I ain't going to say that word that I used, but
right.
The Browns got no Vaseline on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got.
So you feel like we got finessed?
Yeah, I feel like we got finesse on this deal. Dar, you think otherwise? So I'm gonna get the floor to you to start it off. Why don't you feel we got finesse?
Let me start by saying I was pissed about this trade, but then I had to reflect. Right, the fan emotion came out, but then I had to reflect. Right, Gerard Verse, Myles Garrett. Right, let's start there. 30 years old, all-time sack leader, two-time defensive player of the year, 7-time Pro Bowler, 5-time All-Pro, $160 million contract, $123.5 million guaranteed. 30 years old. Keep that in mind. For Gerard Verse, 25 years old, still under rookie contract. He was the Rams' 19th pick in the first round a couple years ago. Along with that, we got the 2027, 2028 second round, 2029 third round. 2027 is in the first round. So if you think about it and you really want to be technical, we got 2 first rounders and a second and a third. We got a 25-year-old. We got a 25-year-old edge. We got a 25-year-old that could play linebacker and edge rusher. What's up, Juju?
Oh my goodness.
But hold on. It's more, right? we had to see this coming. Once Stefanski left, the Browns knew that they wasn't going to the Super Bowl. They knew they wasn't going to be in position to compete for a Super Bowl.
No, you're not.
No. I'm just speaking straight real. When Stefanski got fired and we brought on Todd Monken, we knew, and we look at our draft and how we drafted, and we look at our roster. We got younger. We got younger. So we are not in position. We starting all over with a brand new head coach. We starting all over with a new offensive scheme. We starting all over with a similar to Jim Schwartz type of defense, which means there's going to be a new defensive type of scheme. Similar, not the same. When you really think about it and put everything in a perspective, letting Myles go now to the Rams, who are now, and I was just looking on BetMGM, they're the favorites to come out the West now. They play at home for the Super Bowl at the SoFi Stadium if they make it. Let Myles go now and be able to compete for a Super Bowl. I mean, that was only fair to his career. And that's just the reality of it.
That was fair to his career.
That was
go ahead. Go ahead, Kels. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. This all right. This wasn't fair for the Browns fan because he signed a $140 million contract, knowing he didn't want to be here. That's the first thing. The second thing is this: Myles, to me, my opinion, Myles didn't want to be a Browns no more because his pick of a coach wasn't there in Jim Schwartz. He was already up. He was already.
I told y'all. But this was going. Jim Schwartz leaving was going to have some repercussions.
But he was already upset at the Browns. He don't want to be here for a rebuilding year. So the Browns got the best offer that they can muster up.
So you just said everything that I just said,
huh?
So you pretty much just said everything that I just said, Kels.
I'm talking about what I think. I want to.
I'm saying you just said what I just said.
What did all I heard you say that the Browns
we got 2 first rounds.
Yeah, 2 first rounds.
So you stopped listening after that.
No, I heard you say he's 30 years old. We got a 25-year-old. What I'm saying is this: Myles Garrett knew that he didn't want to be a Brown no more last year. So the Browns should have traded him last year to get a better compensation. When a player is already known to be upset, you're not going to get nothing that was worth because he's upset. So the Rams already knew this back in March that the Browns were going to restructure his contract so he could get traded. So the Browns already knew they was
but I don't give a damn if you mad or not, and the Rams knew that you was fucking mad. That still don't mean you go out here and just take the first fucking deal they give you. If you go trade him, you know what I'm saying, you get fucking value back for him.
I mean,
you mean tell all you got was, you know, I mean, I'm not knocking no knock on Verse. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a good player. You know what I'm saying? We got a 27 first rounder, 28 second rounder, 29 third. Man, we needed a couple of motherfucking first rounders for that motherfucker. Like, I agree. Last year it was teams talking about giving up 3 first rounders for him.
And that's what I said.
And you get that, man. We got finesse, dog. We got, man, listen.
That's why they said. Well, that's why they said. That's why I said they should have traded his butt last year. But the Browns didn't want to trade him. Now that it coming into 2027, now he's not even meeting the coaching staff, and now he's disgruntled. Now you are not going to get that draft picks that you wanted. Now with Verse.
I mean, what you mean by they ain't go?
Hold up. Huh? There's been no reports. There's been absolutely no reports that Myles Garrett is disgruntled. He got paid.
He was disgruntled. He was disgruntled last year.
He was disgruntled in 2025. He got paid. Then he came out and fucking performed and got it and got the all-time sack record. You can't knock that, Kels. Then you turn around.
I'm not knocking it.
And wait a minute. Then you turn around and you don't hire the coach that was already here for some continuity. Like I said, Jim Schwartz. You don't hire him. You go with Tom Monken. You don't. So everything changed. We pretty much rebuilding, bro.
All right, first off,
so in order, the fairness in the situation was to let Myles Garrett go. He's 30 years old. Let him go to the Rams and compete for a Super Bowl. Yes, you got Jared Verse, who's 25. He's still under rookie contract, so he ain't costing you a lot of money. You got another first round, you got a second round, and you got a third round over the next 3 years. I mean, come on, man.
Okay, first off, the Browns already told. First off, the Browns already said they was going offensive minded coach in the beginning of when they fired Kevin Stefanski. Myles Garrett already knew that. Second off, he was already under contract, so therefore he did get disgruntled when Schwartz didn't get hired. If you say he wanted disgruntled, last year he played because he got played. This year he didn't get his way about his coaching getting hired. Now he's disgruntled.
When you fire Stefanski and you don't hire Schwartz, the writing is on the wall. You're rebuilding.
He already knew when they fired Stefanski that they was going for an offensive-minded coach. He already knew it. They look. Let's just keep it real. They gave Jim Schwartz a token interview. They gave him a token interview, thinking that it would be okay that he's still in the building, that they could be able to resign him as the defensive coordinator. What happened was that Schwartz got into his feelings when he didn't get hired.
And he had every fucking right to be in his feelings.
He already knew that.
He had been here 5 years, bro. Like,
he already
what part of this ain't you understanding?
Okay, you know how many times you at your job you get passed over by somebody? Do you just quit?
I have.
Okay, then you just like Schwartz. You felt like
I mean, okay. Now I'm gonna say this. Sometimes if you feel like you worth what you worth and you don't get that. Okay, sometimes you may have to step away, but like, listen, I know what I'm fucking worth. Y'all ain't give me the job. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I deserve the job. Y'all defense has been top 5 defense since I got here. So I can understand his frustration as far as like, I didn't get the job and shit. So I'm not even gonna say, would agree with what you just said, Kels. Sometimes shit like that happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get your worth, you move the fuck on. But if that's the motherfucking case, you know what I'm saying? Like, unless the Browns been working on this shit since the firing of Jim Schwartz, on Myles Garrett exit.
And they have. You best believe they have. Because let me say this. I dove a little deeper, and the Rams have been calling ever since the season, ever since their season was over with, asking about Myles Garrett. At every turn, we said no. They draft picks only.
They said no this time too.
Draft, 1 draft pick, no. 2 draft picks, no. 3 draft picks, no. Today we get Verse and we get 3 draft picks. So I mean,
and you really think that's worth Myles Garrett?
What made them change their mind? What made them change their mind to say okay?
They wanted somebody else in return, and Verse is a hometown kid out of Dayton. So. And he's a beast. So
now we trade all pros and pro bowlers for hometown kids now. That's what we doing?
Nah, man. You got to look at it a little deeper, man.
Verse got 12 years.
Hold on. Because we got to step back. Because you always say, you always on my case about being a fan in certain situations when it comes to the Browns. You always on my case. In this case here, we got to look at it from a different perspective. We have to look at it from more of a business standpoint because of the simple fact Myles is 30 years old. And we're not competing for a Super Bowl, bro.
We weren't competing last year.
Hold up, Kels. The fairest thing to do.
So why you feel like this is about the war again?
The fairest thing to do. If we're not there and we know we're not in position to compete for a Super Bowl, which is what Myles Garrett wanted. He solely wanted to give Cleveland a Super Bowl. If we're not in position for that, and if we're not in position that we got to look at his career and say, you know what, it's only right that we trade him to somebody who is in position to compete for a Super Bowl.
You know what the crazy part about this trade is this. that the Browns finally got everything right by draft wise, by getting people together, by getting the offense together, and now all of a sudden we want to go trade Myles Garrett. That do not sound right to me at all. It's more into that, more into what is stating. Myles Garrett was pissed off at at the Browns because they didn't hire the coach that helped him get 23 sacks. So
absolutely, you thought it was going to be any different?
Yes, because Myles Garrett is a ball player.
How? The Browns finessed themselves. The Browns finessed themselves.
How the Browns finessed themselves?
No, the Browns finessed themselves. They seriously thought that Jim Schwartz, who was already a head coach years ago, was going to stick around and stay assistant to Monken, who's already an assistant with Baltimore, and you give him a head coaching position.
They were going to give a head coaching position to any other young candidates they were going with. They already stated that.
No, it was not. They was not giving Schwartz a head coaching job.
They was not getting Schwartz the head coach. They
was not giving to him.
They went into
and Myles knew that shit, and he said, "You know what? Yeah, y'all can restructure my contract."
So once again,
he's the only player. He's the only player in the NFL with a non-trade with a trade clause that got traded. So that says a whole hell of a lot.
Because he wanted out of Cleveland. He could have
said no. I would too.
So once again, what was the difference from last year?
The very coach that helped me get into position and helped me to get 23 fucking sacks and become
had 18 the other night.
It's gone.
Myles had 18.
Yeah, come on, man, Kels.
Myles Garrett had 18
listen,
the other year.
You can rewind all you want. You go back to the episode all you want. I said it. I say this is gonna have bad ramifications if Schwartz do not get the job.
So you telling me that Myles Garrett needed Jim Schwartz to get 23 sacks when a year before he got 18? So you telling me that? And the only reason why
he got 18 under who though? He got 18 under who?
Schwartz. And the only reason why
and then the year before that he had how many?
He had what? 17.
And then the year before that he had what?
He had 15.
And then the year before that, he had what?
He had 15. So you telling me
he go from a 0-16 record, right? 0-16, 1-31,
and still had
a few
15
seasons. Okay. Getting Jim Schwartz, and having a top 5 defense. For 4 or 5 years.
Top 10
Come on, man.
Listen, I would agree with you, Dar, if you ain't bring up the fucking return. You know what I'm saying? All that other stuff, like you was like, far as not having Schwartz, and that made a big impact on Myles Garrett wanting to get up out of here, and just the business out of a period. But my whole thing is, okay, if you go trade him, like I said, 18 minutes and 30 seconds ago, get the fucking value. Get some fucking value for him. We ain't talking no. I
could agree with you. I thought we should have probably got at least another first round.
Man, that shit got about 3 first round picks.
But at the same time, look at it like this. The Rams are going to be in the playoffs. The Rams.
The Rams?
Wait a minute.
It's gonna be like a 30. It's gonna be like a 30th pick. It's gonna be like a second round pick.
That's what I'm saying.
Therefore, you trade
depending on the Rams season, it's gonna be a low first round pick.
But
and Verse was the highest pick at 19 a few years ago, who's still under rookie contract.
Man, look, I like Verse. Verse is nice. Verse is good, but Verse only had 2. Is it what, second year? He only had 12 sacks in 2 years. You're not gonna replace Myles Garrett.
No, you can't replace the production, Kels. I'm not saying you can't.
Okay, so what I'm saying is
you get production.
You try to map. You try to get whatever you can to come. All right, we already know that they draft picks gonna be what, in the high 20s, right? High maybe 30s, right? All right, then give me another first in 2028. Down that second round, or better yet, how about this? You give me a first in 27. You give me Gerard. You give me Curse. You give me your second round pick this year. You give me a third round pick this year. Then we can go on and say, give me a second. Then you give me your number one the next year, and then the next year. They could have did that, and then they would have been able to get what they needed in this draft. Now, with that draft, if we are trying to tank for a quarterback, the Browns are not going to get a quarterback with the 28th and whatever pick they have. That pick better be our pick. We're gonna have to use our pick. That pick better be in the top 5. Yep. And with how the Browns is constructed now, I don't think we're gonna be in the top 5. I don't even think we're gonna be in the top 5. You got Arizona.
They didn't get the right value for that, man. They did not that. We talking again, no knock on any NFL player, you know what I'm saying? You make it to the NFL for a reason, boy. We ain't talking about no players like a Danielle Hunter or hell, Verse for that matter, or
okay,
we talk about the two-time defensive player of the year. We talk about the all-time NFL single season sack leader. We talk about a man since entering the league has the most sacks in the NFL. We talk about a man that people be comparing. Talk about TJ Watt. He got more sacks than Myles Garrett. So why people don't say he's better than Myles Garrett? This is a man every single Sunday is facing double teams, triple teams. Hell, we saw a game where the whole offensive line just went to block him. Just so he wouldn't get a sack to break a record. And you trade him, and that's all you get. Come on, man. Like I'm not disputing with you the fact that they traded him. Now that's the fan in me that's mad that they traded him. Now the other side of me like, okay, if you go trade him, get some shit for him. That dude is still in his prime, man. All this he's 30 and versus 26. I don't fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Like I know every fucking Sunday what the fuck I could get. It's like Victor Wembanyama with San Antonio. He changes the whole aspect of a game for an opposing offense because you can't go inside to shoot no fucking layups on him. His 7'5" ass, like he blocking everything in sight. So he forcing the opposing team offense to either shoot a hell of 5 mid-ranges or fucking 3-pointers. Myles Garrett changes the whole fucking complex of how a team go in there thinking offensively. And if you go trade him, you get some shit for him. And again, that's no knock on Verse. You know what I'm saying? No knock on Verse. But you get, man, listen.
I would have asked for this year's second, this year third, another second, and the second, and then the third.
You wasn't getting that. You
then I'm not trading him.
Myles Garrett will still be a Brown. You can be mad.
I'm not trading him. I got all the cards. I hold all the cards. You just be disgruntled, bro. You be disgruntled. Because first off, that first round pick for the Rams ain't gonna be nothing. It's gonna be in the 30s. Especially if they go to the Super Bowl, it's gonna be a 32nd pick. Now, if they have a bad year, which I seriously doubt, maybe Carp or whatever, but I seriously doubt they're gonna do that. But they should have went in there and said, all right, I want Curse, your first this year, your second this year.
Verse, man, not Curse. Verse.
I wish it was Jabron Curse. At least we asked somebody to at least do something. But in regards to
all right, I'm gonna buzz it down for you just like this. All right. So while you was talking, Kels, I apologize, but I was just looking up the Rams 27, 28, and 29 picks. All right. I can understand. Maybe we should have got Rams second pick for first and second pick in 2027, right? Other than that, the Rams only have 4 picks, 4 through 7, because they traded their third to Kansas City for McDuffie.
That's not my fault.
That's my problem.
So hold on. 2028, okay, I can see first round. You understand what I'm saying? I can see a first round there because they own that, right? Other than that, they got 3 through 7. 2029, I can see a first and a second. Other than that, they own 4 through 7. So I get it. I get that part, right? Maybe a first round in 27, a first round in 28, and then maybe a second and third round in the 29. I get it. Value over everything. I mean, get the absolute most you could get from Myles Garrett. I totally get it. But you also have to understand this. 9 times out of 10, age came into play too.
Hey,
no,
man, you know how long Bruce Smith?
No.
You know how long Bruce Smith?
No.
You know how long? You know how long?
Stop. Because at what age? Stop. What age did Aaron Donald retire? At what age did Aaron Donald retire? At what age did Aaron Donald retire?
He did that by choice.
He did it on himself.
He did that by choice.
He did that by choice.
Once he won that Super Bowl, he was like,
I'm out.
I'm out.
I'm out. That was his 32 years old, right?
You said who?
How old was Bruce?
Aaron Donald was what, 32, 33 years old, right?
He could have still played. He even said it. He could still play. He walked away.
He left.
He walked away from the game.
And he might, and for real, he might be coming out of retirement.
Man, that dude ain't coming out of retirement. If he come out of retirement, that damn defense.
They just got motherfucking Myles Garrett.
Right.
Hell yeah, his ass might come out of retirement.
Yeah, to win another Super Bowl. Hell yeah.
Like, man, listen. The Rams.
Don't get me wrong. I completely understand with the value aspect. I completely understand that. I agree with y'all on that. Don't think I don't. I do agree that you was supposed to go get that most absolute best and most value for Myles Garrett that you could honestly get.
I think Dallas got more.
Other than that,
for Micah Person, I think they got more draft picks.
Hell yeah, they did.
And Micah Parsons isn't even comparable to Myles Garrett, and he was 5 years younger than Myles Garrett. And the Dallas Cowboys got more and a player for him. So it's no way. So the age thing ain't. Myles is only 30 years old. He just broke the sack record at 30 years old. Dude can play another good 5 years because defense. All Myles Garrett do is rush the passer. That's all he do. And then when he get old enough, all you got to do is run a special package for him to rush the passer. That's all he do is rush the passer. That's all. So that age category thing is I'll usually be like, no, I'm not going for that. The Browns knew that Myles Garrett was disgruntled. So they was like, okay, they restructured his contract to get traded. So therefore they could get something for him before something really happened. But my thing is this. He signed a $140 million contract, whatever contract he signed, right? He was already talking about he wanted to get traded. Why the Browns didn't trade him then? Because they could have got a hell of a more teams involved.
If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't Detroit? Couldn't we got 3 first rounders from Detroit?
We could have got 3 first rounders for Detroit, 3 first rounders for Philadelphia. Philly was involved in it. Philly just traded AJ Brown, so they first round picks was gone. So we weren't gonna get nothing in return because once again, Myles made it known that he was disgruntled and come get me, and the Browns had no leverage. They really didn't have no leverage. They could have just said, you know what?
I'm gonna take a page from your book. Damn it, you under contract. I got some type of
I got you by the balls. I got you by the balls, bro. You're not going nowhere unless we get our value for you. And that value was not the valuable thing to get for him. And no way in heck, you should have got one number one. And then you got a second round in 28. Then you got a third round in 29. See, you could have at least got the first round in 29. It'd have been all number ones. All number ones.
Over the next.
Even Max Crosby got more
over the next 3 drafts, 20, 27, 28, and 29. We got 27 selections. We got 8 and 29. We got 8 and 28, and we got 11 and 27.
Yeah, I know.
I don't give a damn about that.
We can't get a quarter. If we looking at a quarterback,
I'm telling. Hey, hold up. I'm glad you alluded to that, Kales. I'm glad you alluded to that. I'm sorry, but I'm telling you now. I've said it before, but I'm gonna reiterate it. If Shedeur, I don't expect D. Watson. I expect this to be D. Watt last season here in Cleveland.
You said start him though.
He gonna start because of his contract, and then it might be, and Shedeur might finish the year.
So how we gonna evaluate Shador?
But understand this: the Haslams have very rich ties to the Mannings, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Man, I don't want to hear no goddamn.
I don't give a darn. They could have.
I don't want to hear shit about no.
They
I
could have
don't about
birthed
no goddamn Arch Manning.
They could have birthed him.
Man, come on.
He's still not
Really?
He's still not
Really?
the best player in the draft coming out next year. They're gonna be Jeremiah Smith. To be honest, to be real honest. So Arch Manning might not even be the best quarterback coming out. That might be Dante Moore from Oregon.
Okay. Now let's play devil's advocate. Shador Sanders ball out.
And we win more
Now
than
what?
right.
It seemed like you got your quarterback of the future, right?
So now we traded Myles Garrett when we finally got a quarterback. That's crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy. So now we gonna go in the draft. What, number 11th or 12th?
Wow.
Now who we gonna get?
Wow.
We gonna have to go get a defensive end. Now
No. We got our own first round, and we got the Rams. So we got
the Rams gonna be 32nd.
What I'm saying is we have our own, which means we have 2 first-round picks.
You the second pick.
So you trade Myles Garrett for you trade Myles Garrett for a 31st or 32nd pick?
Yes, that's what you traded him for. Okay, so I
agree. They were supposed to get the best, absolute best value. Do I think they got the absolute best value? I'm still on the fence about that.
How you
It sounds like you like it.
I'm on the fence about it because here's the thing. Verse is still under a rookie contract.
Verse only has 12
Verse is under a rookie contract. He was their 19th pick in the first round. So if technically speaking, you already got a first round with getting Verse. Now you get their 32nd pick, depending on how they shape up in the season. If they compete for a championship or the Super Bowl, then yes, it's going to be a low first rounder. Plus, we have our own first round.
So what do you think our first round pick will be?
3.
So
that's
what
technically 3 first rounders.
Okay. So what do you think our first round pick will be?
I don't know.
So then why trade Myles for a 32nd pick?
You worried about a 32nd pick, but we still got our own. And we got
if I'm giving up Myles Garrett,
technically we already up 1 first round pick.
We already gonna have our first round pick.
So for you, it's all about you don't care where it's at the first round, as long as we got a first round pick. That's what
okay. We're gonna go back to the draft with Travis Hunter. The Browns got more for Travis Hunter trade than Myles Garrett. They got more. They got more for trading the number 2 pick going back to the 5th pick, picking up Mason Graham. Then they got for Myles Garrett. Make that make sense. It's not registered because he's a Hall of Fame defensive end that's in his prime. Facts. He's starting.
Facts.
And you traded him to a team for a 32nd pick.
Facts.
And a future, not even a second. And then in 28, when we supposed to be going to the new stadium, we got a 3rd round pick. That is not value. That's not value.
That's not value at all.
That's not value at all. This is how I think.
Hey, we got
Andrew Berry was
NFL, baby. We already know any given Sunday, so we got to see how to say.
You ain't gonna be even given Sunday.
Oh, I forgot. They got an easy schedule anyway, so losing Myles Garrett ain't gonna make no difference.
No,
they got an easy schedule anyway.
Hey, Verse better be that number 1 pick because the last 2 years he only had 12 sacks.
He better come out and play some motherfucking ball.
This year he better have at least 15 sacks. At least. Oh yeah, like you used to put pressure on people. I'm putting that pressure on them. You better have at least 15.
Man, oh man.
Yeah, you gotta understand it.
Because our
this is a completely new defensive scheme.
The scheme is the same. The only thing
the scheme is not the same.
The scheme,
is not the same, Kels.
They already
It is not the same.
Mike
No,
Ruderberg,
Kels. It's
Mike
not the
Ruderberg
same.
run
It's
the
not the
same
same.
scheme that
It's
Short
similar.
run.
It's similar, but it's
So
not
what's
the
the
same.
thing?
It's not the same, Kels. It's similar, but it's not the same.
Okay.
So
When we watch on Sundays, and when we see the defensive end line up wide 9, then you would be like, oh, it's similar. It's the same. It's the same.
When did we ever, Kels? I mean, we ran a 4-3 defense for the last 5 years. What are you talking about?
We ran a
wide
wide
9.
9. The defensive end was on a wide 9. We ran a base of 4-3, but the defensive end.
I'm
played
saying
wide
though,
9.
like Kels, like you. What I'm saying is,
You're right.
it's similar.
You're right.
Similar.
You're right.
Similar.
Being same.
Similar.
Okay.
Does not mean the same. You got
even if
like
it's
you got
similar.
different. You got hold up. Different play names, different play calls.
But the same terminology.
I said
terminology.
similar. I'm not saying same.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not
saying
saying
terminology.
Yes,
Come on.
terminology
Come on,
changed.
Cuzzo. Come on,
It's similar,
Cuzzo.
but it
Come
ain't
on.
the same.
So okay. So what Mike Rudenberg gonna do that was different from Shorts defense?
I don't know this. I don't know this dude. I ain't never
Because
heard
he
of this
ran the
dude.
same thing in Atlanta. They ran the same scheme in Atlanta. They ran the same scheme. Why you think the Browns went out and got him? This was not planned. They was planned. Once Shorts left, they kept the same assistant coaches on the staff to run the same scheme. So Myles Garrett would have been in the same scheme. He just was upset once again that his voice wasn't heard, and he got upset and disgruntled, and he wanted to leave. That's all it's about. It's nothing about nothing else.
Yeah.
It's nothing about nothing else.
If you're not happy in the place, if you want to leave, leave. If
No.
they want to trade you.
Trade
My
you.
whole thing is for a player like Myles Garrett, a player of his stature, a player with his resume, a player that we done seen change the game on the defensive side of the football since entering the league. You cannot come out this deal with just one first-round draft pick.
The last 2 years,
You
dude
can't.
had over 30. The
can't.
2 years combined, yeah,
You
38
can't.
sacks in 2 years.
You can't.
Hey,
You got to
Eddie
come out
Murphy,
with
number
multiple
one.
first rounders. Multiple first rounders.
Man, it'd been 1-2 in 2027. But shit, 1-2 in 2028, and then maybe you inverse, and maybe you can give me that third round in 2029. And that's value right there. Now you have what you need. Now you have what you got to. If the Browns win more than 7 games, they're gonna be in the middle pack, and we're gonna have nothing.
And with a
We're gonna lose out on Jeremiah Smith.
and with a possibly number 31st pick.
Yes.
Because the Rams,
Because the Rams go to the playoffs, they automatically in the playoffs.
Yeah, the Rams. Now looking at it on the Rams end, it was a smart move by them. Very smart move by them. They saw how shit went in Seattle. This is a copycat league. They saw how dominant Seattle was on defense. The Rams already got the offense. You know what I'm saying? When they went and traded for Matthew Stafford, they went all in and got them a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Now they trade for Myles Garrett, all in with Myles Garrett, and they about to be headed to another damn Super Bowl.
And SoFi.
And SoFi at home. They offense, they still Devontae Adams coming back. Puka Nacua coming back.
Kyron Williams.
Kyle Williams coming back.
And then the killer part about it, Blake Corum is coming to his own, so they got 2 running backs.
Mm-hmm.
So now you add Myles Garrett to that defensive side of the ball.
Not to even mention, they got the 2 corners from Kansas City, Trent McDuffie and Jalen Watson.
Mm-hmm.
And Brian Young or Brian or the other young defensive end on the other side of Myles Garrett. So the Rams, the Rams probably was jumping up the Jordan here. I only got to give you what? A 1 this year? And man, you know what? I don't give rush it. I don't care. Rush it.
Hey man, they only said fuck them picks.
Hey, look, Matthew Stafford is what? 36? Matthew Stafford don't have that much time to play. So he wanted a Super Bowl.
They went
Sean
all in.
McVay thinking about retirement after this year.
They
So
went all in.
they want to win. So damn them picks. Especially if I'm only giving up my first round pick in 2027.
Yeah.
Of course. That's easy.
That's all I'm saying. Like,
I'm giving a dude who only had 12 sacks in 2 years, my number 19th pick, thinking he would have he have not had a double-digit sack in his career. But he was the 19th pick. Let's harp on that.
I don't know.
And I'm like, Carson's a good dude.
Maybe dude got to develop some more. Maybe he's still in develop stages. I don't know. But what I do know is we got fucking fleeced. What I do know is Cleveland struck again. Cleveland sports has struck again. And what I do know is we didn't get the proper value that we should have got for freaking Myles Garrett. That's all I'm saying. Like, that's my only argument against what you were saying, Dar. Like, what we got back, you cannot be satisfied with that. You cannot be satisfied with that. And as an organization, you can't be satisfied with that. You know what I'm saying? Then you say the age, man. Listen, I agree with Kill. Myles Garrett do got at least about 5 more years before he starts slowing the fuck down, unless he just stop giving a fuck about playing the game.
And that could be a possibility because Myles Garrett got other interests. You know, Aaron Donald had other interests. Yeah. So it wasn't because of lack of age. It's because he wanted to do something different. Myles Garrett just got a newly girlfriend.
Myles Garrett is minority owner of the Cavs also.
So, I mean, he got other interests. You know, so other words, you know, that's another thing. The Browns, once again, what Andrew Berry did this year was great.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Man, if Aaron Donald come,
that's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Well, hey, to be honest, if Aaron Donald come back, Myles should have like 35 sacks.
It's a wrap.
Without no question.
It's a wrap.
Absolutely.
It's a wrap.
Because you can't double Aaron Donald, then leave Myles on the end.
And like you said, Kels, they traded for McDuffie, so half of the field, you know what I'm saying, you gotta worry about trying to throw over there. Man, listen.
It's cut off.
And all we get is a fucking first second, and third from 27 to 29. And you sit up here with the audacity, darn, like that shit is cool. Come on now, man.
Come on. I just said, hold on now. I did say I agree with y'all about the value part. I do, wholeheartedly. But at the same time, we got to let the season play out. Now,
what season? What season got to play off?
Huh?
So okay, Dar, you had them going 11-6 with Myles. What you got them going now?
I had them going 10-7 with Myles.
I don't know why you did that shit.
But now Myles ain't here.
Your expectations came back.
No. Don't put this shit off on me. Don't put this shit off on me.
Smack them once again. You know, talk today. They about to win this. Oh, we about to shut that down. Yeah. Myles Garrett deuces. Oh, LA? Son? So far? What?
Oh, he'll be
drop tops all day.
His girlfriend live out in LA now. His girlfriend live out in LA, so she'll Olympian. She won the Olympics.
And like they said, if Donaldson do come back, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You talk about a team being loaded. I just said what they had on offense. Devontae Adams, Puka, Kyron Williams. They got a plethora of fucking tight ends they don't use all season last year. You know what I'm saying? Then you add on the defensive side, McDuffie, Myles Garrett, and if Donald come back, man, listen.
I'm not even watching the West because the West is just be like, man, I'm done.
Only thing that's stopping that team is themselves and injuries. If all that shit play out,
absolutely.
If all that shit play out,
the only way it goes if not Matthew Stafford. That's the one who gonna have to, not saying I don't wish that upon nobody, but and they gonna be managing his back. He's not playing in no preseason. He probably ain't gonna even throw the ball now. Matthew, I see you in September. You got an extended vacation. Myles, you don't even have to play. Aaron Donald come, or you on? I see y'all in September. The Rams are loving this. LA,
it's so sad. It's so sad.
LA
It's
is
so sad.
clowning.
It's so
LA is
sad.
clowning. Cleveland.
Odell Beckham left us, went and got a ring. Myles.
With the Rams.
With the Rams. With
I
the
know
Rams.
this.
With the Rams.
And blew his
With the
ACL that
Rams.
night. And blew his shit that night.
No, I ain't wishing that.
I'm just saying.
I know
That's how ironic that our best player goes to the Rams, and our diva wide receiver went to the Rams and won the Super Bowl. And would have been MVP if he didn't happen.
Hey, Baker went too, but he ain't go to the Super Bowl.
Yes, sir.
Man, listen. All I know is
Baker was the quarterback. So
Cleveland struck again. Myles Garrett, appreciate what you did here for the dog pound for the land, man. Like, it just fucked up. I just feel like, again, they could have got the value that they should have got. They could have got way more for a guy of his caliber. That is it. The trade, okay, you traded him. He was just grunt, get him out of here. But the value is all I'm saying. It was another trade that happened today in the NFL, which has been talked about for about a month and a half now. Like, we knew it was coming, which was the Philadelphia Eagles trade A.J. Brown to the New England Patriots. Drake May now get his number one. Devontae Smith now becomes Jalen Hurts number one in Philly. Who y'all think got the better of this deal? And who y'all think got the better of this deal? And it's A.J. Brown that missing piece to get New England back to the Super Bowl and eventually win it. They went to the Super Bowl last year and lost it, but they just put them over the top. Go ahead, Kim.
the winner of the deal is Philadelphia, because they got another number one and a couple more draft picks. They drafted Mikhail Lemon, who's going to replace A.J. Brown. Now, I always believe when a disgruntled receiver, the quarterback, play bad, I think Jalen Hurts now can relax a little bit. He can go ahead and become the quarterback that they need him to be throwing-wise. Now he don't have to worry about trying to get targets to A.J. Brown. Now he can just concentrate on distributing the ball to Myles Garrett.
Or concentrate on Myles Garrett.
Oh yeah, but that'll be up to the offensive lineman, and Jalen Hurts can run. So New England on the
Myles Garrett.
Yeah, New England side of the thing, New England might get back to the Super Bowl because now Drake May got a bona fide number one wide receiver that he can look to and throw the ball to, knowing that he can catch it. They also picked up Romeo from Green Bay, which is another stud, which is a serviceable receiver. So now they got the receiver core together. They got the running back in Trayvon Henderson and Stevens. The defense with Milton Williams, and now the defense going to be playing better now because the offense going to sustain more drives.
They had a top 3 defense last year.
Right. So New England got a hard schedule this year, but the addition of A.J. Brown was a good addition. He already played with Verbal, so he know how Verbal coach. So it's gonna be an easy transition into being in New England. And Drake May might have a breakout year. I know he had a breakout last year, but this year might be better.
Definitely put New England, in my eyes, back in the Super Bowl picture. Hell, possibly going back to the Super Bowl. You look at last year. Yeah, they had Stephon Diggs, who I think had a good season with New England. Yeah, unfortunately, with the off the field issues that got him up out of there. But Drake May didn't have and never had, since he's been in the league, a receiver like A.J. Brown, a big guy you could just throw the ball up to, like a Mike Evans. You know what I'm saying? Especially in that red zone. So I think offensively, you add that with Trayvon Henderson, Ramondre Stevenson, like you said, Kells, Romeo Dobbs, and then the tight end. You know what I'm saying? You add all that.
Well, Hunter Henry.
I believe, Hunter Henry. I believe that offense could be a top 5 offense in the league next year. I think Drake May is going to take another step. You know what I'm saying? Like he did last year. He's going to get better. Like you said, that defense is still good. It's going to get better because they got another year with each other. So I think that move for A.J. Brown definitely put New England back, to me, at least at minimum, the AFC Championship game. And I think they won the deal.
I feel the same way. I think we can all agree that A.J. Brown and the Patriots won this deal, and that A.J. Brown was and will be Drake May's number one, and that's all he was really missing. He didn't really have even though Stephon Diggs had a pretty good season, Stephon had too much outside shit going on. You feel me?
He's fine.
And A.J. Brown brings a completely different talent. Like he could really go up, you know what I'm saying, in the red zone and go get that ball. Whereas Stephon Diggs, like I said, he was too culminated with outside shit. You know, baby mama drama, Cardi B, the whole nine. That was too much. So I'm expecting that Drake May and A.J. Brown hook up to be like damn near a given, almost like a tush push in Philly.
Well, I'm about to say it wasn't no more drama than what his coach was doing.
Yeah, shit. Hey, hold on. You got to watch Vrabel out there too.
Yeah, but no, great. I think Philly really, really did good by getting the number ones and the picks that they got, and they also replaced. I ain't gonna say replace him, but they got a great young receiver, Mikal Lemon, to offset losing A.J. Brown. So that was a good thing. But now, Jalen Hurts now don't have to worry about trying to get more targets to A.J. Brown when he's being disgruntled. I mean, A.J. Brown need to be that number one target all the time. And now in New England, he gonna be that.
Sorry, folks, we're having technical difficulties. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, again, it's going to help Drake May. I agree with that. Hopefully, you know, the off the field issues that's going on in New England won't affect their play. You know what I'm saying, this season. Hopefully, they get that behind them, because I really would like to see how Drake May and A.J. Brown really connect and work out. Because I feel like, you know, if he would have had an A.J. Brown in the Super Bowl game, I think the outcome could have been different. You know what I'm saying? New England maybe could have pulled that game out and won. So I'm interested to see it. Like you said, he played for Vrabel before, so Vrabel know how to get him in position to help that offense and help Drake May take it to that next step. So, yeah, I like the trade. And, again, I think this put New England back in, at minimum, the AFC Championship.
I think that is a true statement, and we will see how he can get into it. Now, is Verbal gonna be that? Well, it's McDaniels. The McDaniels is the offensive coordinator, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now McDaniels got to revamp his whole offense. You know how McDaniels is. He try to get everybody involved, try to get the running backs, try to do this. How he
got to revamp his whole offense, Cavs?
Because now he got a stud ass wide receiver. That stud ass wide receiver gonna want the ball.
How you got to revamp your whole offense though?
Because you either got to throw the ball a little bit more, or
I don't think it's. I mean, I hear what you're saying a little bit, Kills. I don't think it's so much that. I think if
Stephon Diggs is gone, that was one of the number ones, right? So you insert A.J. Brown in.
Stephon Diggs was not even the number one.
A.J. Brown, long as he getting his targets,
exactly,
you know, and get his, like, he don't need to be out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it'll be cool. Any receiver would like it. You know what I'm saying? They get 15 catches a game, whatever. I just think in Philadelphia, it was just so Saquon Barkley. It was just so much. Everything was based and predicated around Saquon Barkley. You know what I'm saying? Like it even affect Jalen Hurts play a little bit, if you ask me.
It did.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so again, I think with AJ Brown, you know what I'm saying, as long as he getting his share of targets, you know what I'm saying, he'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? I just think he wasn't, but some can argue and say he was getting targets in Philadelphia. It just he was giving up on a lot of plays. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that, you know what I'm saying, he, like you said about Myles Garrett, maybe he was just that disgruntled, like he was just wanting to get the fuck up out of there. He wasn't interested.
He wasn't into it.
He wasn't interested. So, but I think a fresh start. I think AJ Brown
does everybody some good.
Everybody some good, and I think AJ Brown is going to be okay in that offense because again, as you alluded to, Kells, he played for Vrabel before, so Vrabel know what position to put him in to be successful, and what he don't like to do. You know what I'm saying? As far as like AJ Brown, you know what I'm saying, under certain situations. So again, I like the deal. I think he'll be fine, man. It's just, you know, he just got to get that chemistry with Drake May, and I think they could get that once he get to New England. I think they'll get to work, so it'll be fine.
Right.
Do Myles Garrett get
last word, Dar?
Sacks?
What now?
Do Myles Garrett get 25 sacks?
Myles Garrett get 25 sacks? No.
With the Rams?
I don't even. Myles might get 15 to 18. Because they run two different schemes.
Man, listen, I can see Myles Garrett for real getting about 20 sacks with the Rams.
I said about 18 to 20.
I can see him get about 20 sacks, but I can also see him being a lot more disruptive in the
run game.
The run game as well. So
I'm really curious and eager to see how they utilize Myles.
I want to know what type of defense they're gonna play. Because once again, the wide nine really helped Myles from the outside when the offensive linemen have to get out there, and his quickness and his burst and his power really put the offensive line in the disadvantage. The Rams don't play that type of defense. The Rams do not. So I would like to see if they're going to change their defensive scheme up for Myles Garrett.
I think they will. I think they will fit some plays in there to where, you know what I'm saying, if Myles Garrett, you know what I'm saying, certain situations, you know, they know he like to be in, you know what I'm saying, especially third downs. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be big for the Rams this season, you know, long as they can keep the opposing offense in a passing situation and they got Myles Garrett out there, I think that's going to really help them a lot. But yeah, he'll be fine, man. Myles Garrett will be fine, man. Regardless how the defense is playing, he's just that great of a freaking talent, man. He's just that good. But
straight up freaking nature, man.
Straight up freaking nature, man. Great conversation, fellas. Again, man, the Cleveland Browns have struck again and traded two-time Defensive Player of the Year.
Hey, I'm gonna put it out there like this:
sack leader Myles Garrett to the Los Angeles Rams, man. Like, to already add to that potent team that they already have. Again, great conversation, fellas, man. I appreciate everybody that tuned in on the DSMN network, the best network in the land. I appreciate everybody that tuned in on YouTube. And again, for the new viewers on YouTube, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button for more conversation like you received tonight, man. You got something to say, Doc?
Before we go, cuz I got a question for you.
Huh?
Do y'all expect Denzel Ward to be gone too?
No.
I just asked you earlier if that's how you felt about Myles Garrett. Why didn't they do that with Denzel Ward 2 years ago when they were talking about it? But
no.
Once he Denzel Ward being next to go,
I feeling he's next.
It all depends on how the Browns season is going.
Denzel is not going.
If they really on this rebuild mode to get younger or whatever it is, as you say, then, you know, unless all that happen, I can't see them with Denzel Ward now. If all that shit, we lose and getting our ass kicked, and let's just say, knock on wood, he do get hurt, which I hope he don't. And we know we just can't win to compete. They just like, yeah, we really in the rebuild mode. Then I can see them trading them. But man, y'all stay safe. Again, appreciate everybody that tuned in. Don't forget, subscribe to that DSMN on Roku TV, and all Roku devices and other platforms coming soon, man. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Y'all stay safe. I'm going to catch y'all Friday, same time, same place, 7 p.m. We're going to talk some NBA Finals, Knicks, Spurs. We're going to break all that down and talk about, I believe it will be game 2 by then.
Yeah.
Maybe game 3. So we're going to dive into that more. We're going to dive into that and more, excuse me. For Kels, for Dar, man, y'all stay safe, man. We out of here. Deuces.
Peace.
Yeah. Cavalier mentality, I charge through every bracket. King on the court, LeBron legacy in my fabric. Brown when I'm grinding, dog pound in the trenches. Guardian at the gate, protecting all my riches. Cavs in my veins, championship parade route. Browns in the mud, fourth quarter, never doubt. Guardians of tradition, progressive feel my temple. Training like I'm drafted, work ethic monumental. In the zone, can't stop my ascension in the zone. Discipline my weapon in the zone. Greatness by intention in the zone. It's my resurrection in the soul.